Well, hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Sam Randazzo. The Super Bowl has come and gone. Uncle Sam still has not learned to turn the volume off on his phone.
Got it, fucker.
We're ready. We are indeed ready. Look at Bruce. Bruce has a whole age. You know he has like a whole thing of sound bites now.
More bites?
Do you know how many bites there are right now? Bruce, give us another
I
bite.
don't think you can. Hold on.
Give us another one. Come on.
I gotta turn it up for you.
Oh, he doesn't have it ready as usual. What?
Holy Jesus.
There we go. I see there's already a New England Patriots account in the TikTok today. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. President Baker in the YouTube. It's going to be one of those days today. I'm excited. I'm excited. There you go.
Are you kidding me?
That's the New England Patriots. Right there. That soundbite perfectly sums up that Super Bowl for the New England Patriots. Before we do that,
general.
New England Shake says, we got outclassed and outmanned. Unfortunately, yes, that is true. That is true. Hand over foot times 10. My co-host, to my right, it is the one and only Uncle Sam.
Hello.
To my left, it is our very own Mr. Zolo, Mike Palazzolo.
Chalk and Bates.
Oh, my God. If I have to hear Chalk and Bates one more time, it was horrible. I've watched like 6 hours of Olympic coverage, and it just happened to be during figure skating. And all I kept hearing over and over is Chalk and Bates. Chalk and Bates. I had enough. I had to shut it off. I started watching Chopped. I switched over from the Olympics to Chopped on my flight because I couldn't do it.
Guys, grocery games?
No excuses for Drake. MVP, can't read a defense, May. I prefer the one that I've been seeing trending now. Drake May's new nickname, Drake the Schedule May. That one is my new favorite.
I have thoughts on this. Not that I think he played great, because he did not, but I still have thoughts on this.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. Behind the computer, producer extraordinaire,
What?
Goo Boy himself, it's Bruce Tugboat Venditti.
Oh, it's not playing. Damn it. Hello.
What, you have a Goo soundbite?
What do you have his own thing?
Is this?
Did you just dissect the SpongeBob
Yeah, what is
before?
this, just all SpongeBob now?
There's a lot of SpongeBob ones on there. They're good.
Anyways,
Hi, motherfucker.
the Super Bowl is come and gone. The NFL season has come and gone.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know Uncle Sam's happy about that.
All right, I'm done.
So, as the title predicted, not only do I want to talk about the Super Bowl, but I also want to talk about the state of the NFL. Because I feel like there's a lot of mixed emotions coming out of this football season. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't happy about it. I feel like there's a lot of people who hated watching this season. Like, we have so many question marks of, like, it's pretty bad when you go on Twitter during the Super Bowl and you see people still talking about how much they hate the new kickoff. Like,
I like the new kickoffs.
see, but we have mixed emotions. I feel like this season,
It's too early. Of course, you're gonna have mixed emotions.
more so than
brainwashed
any
in
I
the,
remember.
generations.
Even when we had Chiefs and Eagles atrophy, even during like the Patriots atrophy that we had, I feel like this season was more disappointing and more for people. It just wasn't good.
This was a bit of not a season to forget. But yeah, there were we talked about this last week. There were no storylines in the Super Bowl. None. The biggest storyline was that Maria Taylor and Mike McDonald graduated from Centennial High School in wherever Georgia that they're from. And they had a nice hug on stage afterward. There were no storylines.
I thought he's from
From
New
Boston,
York
but he
or
grew up.
Boston.
But he grew up in Georgia, and he went to high school in Georgia. They graduated same class.
Anyway,
Both went to UGA together.
Cheers.
That's my point. That's my
cares?
point.
Exactly.
There was no appeal to the quarterbacks. None. I think Drake May's got a bright future. No appeal to Sam Darnold for me. Congrats, you won. That was great. Even the MVP, and by the way, I think they got it right. I think Kenneth Walker was the best player on the field.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even the MVP, there was nothing like your MVP didn't even score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Okay, Uncle Sam's
know?
going to sit here and say they should have gave it to a defensive guy.
Think
Well,
Myers.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
Barner. And,
5 field goals?
and that's a stretch.
5 field goals?
Yes,
I mean, come on, dude.
I think Kenneth Walker was enough of a factor in the game,
I
right?
do too.
But yeah, if
Without
they
him,
gave
they
it,
lose.
If they gave it to Jason Myers, like I wouldn't have argued at all.
Could you imagine if we had a Super Bowl with the kicker as the MVP?
Would have summed it up perfectly.
Would have been
I
better.
mean, yeah,
Would've summed it up
it would have summed it up perfectly.
Is it a state of the NFL problem, or was this just a really tough year for the stars of the NFL and the big
All
franchises
your
of
stars
the NFL?
were out. All your stars were out of it.
Yeah.
They're all out. What are you going to do?
I think
I kind of liked that fact.
if you're gonna give this
Huh?
year, because
I kind of liked that.
It showed you how parity is in the NFL.
well, you want to know
Yeah.
what? Because Sky Latula asks why we're being so critical right now.
I'm not.
This season, I guess I could be, but this
Okay.
season was a master
No,
class.
this is a forgettable season.
It was a forgettable season, but it was a master class in team building. Like the way that the Patriots are built, and I will not give the Patriots any flowers for this game because I don't think they deserve to be there. I felt like I was proved right to an extent, but the way that some of these teams are built without their stars, who have cheap quarterbacks, that's
That's what you just said.
that's it. That is
This is
how
what
you
you
do it.
saw.
Right. You have think about it. Out of the final 4 teams, Patriots had a quarterback and a rookie deal. Broncos quarterback and a rookie deal. Sam Darnold cheap quarterback, and the Rams were the outlier.
Let me
Right.
let me raise the ante slightly on this one. We preach all the time and we glaze Howie Roseman all the time. Howie Roseman has, I don't think he gets Super Bowl 39, which is in 2005. The Eagles, I don't think he
No,
was
he
the
was
GM.
not there for that.
He wasn't the GM, but he gets whatever it was, 40, 52, whatever, the Philly special. He gets that one.
Mm-hmm.
He gets the loss from 3 years ago, and he's got the win. So he's got 3 Super Bowls. He's got 2 wins. Congrats.
Yep.
John Schneider is the best general manager in football. This was a masterclass in roster building.
He's built it back 3 times.
Yeah, he's built it back 3 times. He's reinvented the wheel many different ways. Like this was all roster building. And if you're the Detroit Lions, you're looking back at they had a monster 2020 was it 2023? 2023 draft had a monster class. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, you got Sam Laporta, you got Jack Campbell, and you got Brian Branch. You had a great draft. The guy that they supposedly wanted to take at 6 was Devin Witherspoon, who wasn't
was
great
gone.
for a lot of the playoffs. He was gone.
He
He was
would have
gone.
picked
He was
before.
gone. They would have taken Witherspoon, though. He was gone. And then the other guy that would have fit more at the time was Jackson Smith and Jigba, right? This all started with that draft class. And John Schneider continues year after year, especially in the late rounds, nails these drafts to where he can take a risk. I'm going to bring in Geno Smith. We'll see what happens. I'm going to bring in Sam Darnold and see what happens. I'm going to trade
when
Russell
he drafted
Wilson.
the 2 tackles that they have right now. Remember the 2 rookie tackles?
Who?
That guy did.
Yeah.
He fucking drafted the 2 rookie tackles that the Lions went up against and lost to.
It was truly all of that might be because I was thinking about this watching that game and like there's a lot of people in this town who after last season kind of were like, oh, Jared Goff's the problem. I have a thought on that. Jared Goff the player, not the problem. Not the problem. I think Jared Goff is good enough to win you a Super Bowl. But could you imagine if they were to draft a rookie quarterback and you have a 50-50 shot, as we know, and it panned out, the ammo that they could load up with to get you over the... Like, if you put Bo Nix on this Lions team, all of your offensive line problems next year get solved. It's just a thought. And it's that, for some reason, it's starting to work. Like, that's starting to work. You don't need the 35-year-old veteran quarterback to bring you to the promised land anymore. I think we saw that.
Well, you're saying that right now, and that's exactly what you got. That's exactly what just won a Super Bowl. So
Well, no, but
I don't get that.
Monetarily, because the Seahawks are built now to last. You know what I'm saying? Sam Darnold is out of all of the quarterbacks that are on a non-rookie deal, Sam Darnold has the cheapest contract out of all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, did have the cheapest contract on all of them. I'm sure there's going to be
They'll
a lot of
renegotiate, yeah.
renegotiating
They're gonna
going on
100%.
before next year starts. Listen, man, it's already proven. It's already proven. What's going to get you there? What's going to put you over the top?
You're right.
What is it?
You were right.
I keep saying it over and over again. We're looking at the wrong side of the fucking football.
You were right.
Okay?
It's the
Wrong
defense.
side of the football, bud.
What did I text you?
That you were right. That was this. That
Uncle
Seahawks
Sam's
defense.
Say what you want to
Recipe
say.
for disaster.
Listen, the Seahawks defense was off the chain.
Yep.
There was no stopping those guys. They were fired up. They were dialed in. They were ready to go. It's the scheme. It's the fucking scheme.
There was stopping those guys. I disagree to an extent, and it goes back to something that you said earlier when you made a face at Drake May. I think competent offensive line play. I still think Seattle wins. Competent offensive line play for the Patriots completely changes that game. I think if Will Campbell isn't getting like ran off the tracks, every other play.
Well, the guy that was next to him wasn't doing any better.
The left
He was
guard
getting fucking-
also gave up
He was getting fucking
20 pressures,
monopolized.
Like that.
You know,
It was bad.
I mean, shit, dude.
I will say, if you were watching that game, all right, and this is what I was thinking about this. Watching that game, how did we miss on, like, I don't want to say miss, but how do we misinterpret Drake May that badly?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did
don't
either.
think we
I
did.
do.
I don't think we did either. Will Campbell was completely different after the
Supposedly he
injury.
has a fracture in his leg.
Yeah, I believe it. He was banged up. Are you talking about Drake May?
No.
And
Yeah.
Drake May's shoulder, I believe. Like, I just don't think they were in the class in the Seahawks. I don't think they didn't deserve to be there.
Got outplayed, man.
Yeah, they just.
That's like saying
Yeah,
that
and
Patty
here's
Mahomes.
another thing.
Hold on.
And
That's
I
like
disagree.
saying Patty Mahomes didn't deserve to play the Eagles when they went on
But
their
the
run.
Patriots started running in the fourth quarter, running like metaphorically, not running the football. Here's what happened. Vrabel was completely outcoached.
Oh, 100%.
Completely outcoached.
Surprisingly.
It was bad.
Surprisingly.
They played so. They were playing not to lose in the
Correct.
first half. They played so scared.
way too
They were
conservative.
punting and they were just playing the field position game, and you can't do
They
that
tried
against
to
Seattle.
do what they did against Denver.
Yes,
And
it
it
didn't
just
work.
it could not.
I will
It
say
didn't
this:
work.
that the most what I took out of that with the Patriots right now is Christian Gonzalez is
He's
Dog, best player on
my
the field.
100%
Best
agree.
player on
he
both
was the
sides of the
best
field.
player on the
Best
field.
player
Because
on both sides
my
of the
If,
field.
if,
God,
Christian, if
dog.
Christian Gonzalez doesn't make those, there's three really
There was
critical
three
plays.
that would have
If
been
he didn't
touchdowns.
make those three
it wasn't
plays,
for
it
him.
would have been over at halftime.
And hold on, Witherspoon was also really good.
Very good.
But Christian Gonzalez was the best player
Yes.
on the field.
He's in a class of his own in that game.
I didn't realize how good he was until you see him going up against Njigba and him
Yeah.
hold his own
100%.
and then some against him.
Yep.
I was like, damn.
I don't use this person in particular as law, as Bible, but I saw a really interesting clip today. And it was from Cam Newton. I know
what.
him saying that the Patriots going into next season, where would you rank them amongst the AFC?
Top 3.
What about you?
I'd have to see how things get
I
reinvented,
don't know, dude.
right?
Because you know it's hard to get there and get back there.
Cam Newton
The
said,
odds of them getting back there next year are not in their favor.
Cam Newton
Never
said
is.
Yeah.
that the Patriots were not a top 8 team in the AFC going into next year.
I don't necessarily listen to me. They play in a weak fucking division.
Yep.
Okay, but
outside of
we're talking
Buffalo,
team
I'm
for
still
team.
I'm
Team
still
for team.
taking them over Buffalo right now.
I am too.
Today.
I am too.
Today.
Zach, we're going to get to the Verlander signing. There was a Super Bowl. As soon as we get through this, we're going to talk about the Verlander signing. Buffalo.
Not for me.
Baltimore.
Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens. Maybe
Ravens
Baltimore.
and Bengals.
Maybe Baltimore right now. I'll give you Baltimore. So right now for me, just Baltimore.
Denver, the Chargers, and Kansas City.
The only 2 I would take. Okay, so 4 because I would
Chargers are going to be there.
I would take Houston over.
Jacksonville.
Actually, I'm not taking Houston. No, I disagree. And I'm not taking Jacksonville. I would take the Chargers because they're going to have healthy tackles, and I would take the Broncos over them. So 4 for me, for the Patriots. The Patriots have their quarterback on a rookie deal. They have all the
Yes, but they
opportunities
have
to get
to
better.
load up. They have to load
They
up.
will. They're like a playmaker away on offense, and their defense is already very, very good. Their defense is it played
Their
well.
defense is not a problem. I don't
no
think
matter what
whatsoever.
anyone says, their defense played.
I agree.
To hold a team to 9 points
I
at the
agree.
half in the Super Bowl. and
Their
no
offense-
They didn't give up a touchdown to the fourth quarter.
Their offense needs some.
They were on the field fucking
Yeah, the whole time.
70% of the game.
Now, as far as I want to talk about Seattle, obviously, I thought, number one, Mike McDonald is a fantastic head coach. Fantastic head coach.
I think his game plan
He's a defensive
was
genius.
Perfect.
We
He
got to
calls
give,
the play-
we gotta
hey,
give him all that.
He calls the plays on defense. So
There was a really
that's
good.
the reason why they won.
They had Fred Warner and Kyle Shanahan on the pregame show. It was their stadium.
Yeah, I seen it.
They had him on the pregame show. They were both really good. And Kyle Shanahan, they asked him, he's like, it's really, really tough to stop Seattle if you cannot run the ball effectively.
Yeah.
He goes, I've tried for 2 years. I've looked at this for 2 years. I have 2 years worth of tape. If you cannot make those safeties respect the run and pull them forward,
Correct.
So if you cannot run the ball, it's Wink Martindale's defense. It's Michigan's defense. Mike McDonald, Jesse Minter, Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh. If you cannot pull those safeties forward, you cannot do anything. You can't pass on them. And Drake May was just seeing ghosts. Their pass rush 8 because
Well,
it
you
was a
could
perfect
see it.
recipe.
He was not number one. He only had about 2 seconds to throw the football.
Correct.
That's not going to fucking do
Offensive-
it.
Didn't help.
You know,
Didn't help.
Right. And I mean, there were times that he should probably took off and ran
Yeah.
more than
He did not
was
want-
trying to sit in the pocket. It's just you don't see
couldn't-
any opening.
You couldn't run on that
Interception, He
defense.
should have ran.
That
He
interception
stepped
was
up.
awful.
He stepped up
That was
in
a
the
punt
pocket.
return.
He should have just ran. Took the couple
So-
yards.
I really think Seattle. If you think about it, I think the best team, the most consistently good team in the NFL this year won the Super Bowl.
They were the best
Yeah.
team in all 3 phases.
They were.
They were.
Yeah.
And you got to give them their flowers. And here's the other thing, and I want to kind of drag the Lions in on this. You know, Matt Stafford all but said he's coming back at the honors.
Yes.
Right. The Seahawks, I don't really see much changing. For
Rams
them.
come back with a 3rd place schedule, by the way, if my math is correct.
Okay, so you have that as well, right? The 49ers can only get healthier. Like that division next year is going to just be
Oh yeah.
wicked again.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to kill each other, though.
They're going to kill
That's-
each other.
That's just how it works.
Yep.
This is, if I learned anything from that Super Bowl, I really think that the Lions are further away than I originally thought.
Oh yeah.
I disagree.
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, because the Lions are a team that when things are working, they run the ball effectively. So when they get back to running the ball effectively, number one, when you play a team like Seattle, it's going to pull those safeties in, something the Lions could not do the back half of the year once all the injuries happened in the O-line. So number one. Number two, you complain about the defense. I'm not going to argue. What I will say is when you're able to run the ball effectively and wear another team's defense down and control the tempo of the game and take the time off the clock, your defense doesn't have to play on the field as long. They're less inclined to make mistakes. They're more inclined to be fresh. They're more inclined to make plays. So I still think that they are right there. They were 9-8. And a lot of the teams that those losses that they had, the Lions losses that they had, a lot of them were like, even if they got outplayed, they were still like 1-score games. You need to close that gap. You need to figure.
Yeah,
it
they
out.
never got blown out
Got
by
blown
anybody.
out. Tell me why you think they're further away.
Because the way that Seattle defense just worked. Like it worked.
You don't want to play through your defense though, and this goes to your point of the Patriots being bad.
Patriots are bad. I'm sorry.
this goes-
I don't think I
Their
agree with Cam
offense
Newton.
is
They're not
good.
a top 8
Their
team.
offense is not good,
Yeah,
and the reason the Seattle defense could work that way, right, is because the Patriots
What-
offense was so lackluster.
What really surprised me was that Josh McDaniels could not put together
because the defense.
a solid game plan to where you could protect this kid.
They're-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seattle's that good.
It's
That
just,
to
it's
me
just
was-
bad offensive line play.
Yeah.
If you have a bad offensive line and you're going up against a good
Bring
defense,
a couple more tight ends
recipe
in,
for
dude. What the
disaster.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
No, that 3 wide out set they continuously tried to run with 1 tight end. Did not fucking work, dude. It did not work.
Yeah. It
They
was-
tried to run that the whole game. Where's the 2 tight ends?
What's it called? 11
The Patriots
personnel?
have always been known for running 2 tight end sets.
12 personnel. Yeah, I agree.
What the
with
fuck, dude?
you know, Klusk.
I don't
Klusk
disagree.
in the chat just said Seattle dominated everybody except Stafford.
But they still won the pissing contest.
They did.
They won 2 pissing contests against
Correct.
Stafford.
They did.
That's because their offense was also good, right? But if the Rams defense played good in that playoff game 3 weeks ago, we're talking about the Rams as Super Bowl champions.
The Rams have a little work to do. Their secondary is
That's
bad.
it. Yeah, that's all it was.
They're
That was
fucking
that
bad.
was the difference. They didn't have the defense that could stop Jackson Smith and Jigba. That was the difference in
Right.
that game.
I think the thing about
Patriots
Seattle,
do. Patriots do.
you want to know what?
100% they did.
I think-
Patriots defense was outstanding on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out. The reason why I say what I said about the Lions being further than I thought is because Seattle's defense looks so complete. Like every position on the field looks
But you look
so
at that, dude. There's
One
just
of the
a bunch
best-
of guys that have been
Yeah.
cast off of other teams.
Yes.
One of the best defensive-minded coaches in football. Like that guy is like there are jokes about him. Oh, I haven't seen my son, and I see him once a week for 30 minutes. Yes, that's what happens when you have a prepared defensive-minded coach. That's why Jesse Minter's probably going to kick ass in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way right now.
probably.
The same defense. It's literally the same defense. I think the Chargers defense, if it's healthy next year, the Chargers could very much make a run if they
Chargers,
stay healthy.
if they get
like
healthy.
it's something to keep an eye on. That base defense, that 2 deep safety defense, is good. It's the
And if
future.
you got guys that can get to the quarterback, that just makes it.
Dude, look
that's
at DeMarcus
icing on the
Lawrence.
fucking cake, dude.
Like, what are we talking? DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
What?
They
Where
ran.
did that
they
come
they
from?
made, didn't they run him out of Dallas?
Yes.
They're like, get out of here.
Yes.
We don't need you anymore. Yeah.
Klusk also said Seattle held Christian McCaffrey, Bijan, and Jonathan Taylor all to under 100 yards. It's the defense. We talked before the Patriots game. We talked about how Houston had the best defense in football. We were wrong. That Seattle defense, the best defense in football, and they won. And that should elate
I
you.
still think that Houston's defense
Agree.
is better than Seattle's.
Agree. If-
That's just my
no.
opinion.
Houston are the best defense in
That's
the league.
just my opinion.
Houston the best defense in the league.
Front end, back end,
But that's
linebackers.
the thing. Is Houston winning that game this week? In fact, didn't the Patriots beat the Texans? I think they did,
because-
right?
listen,
no,
Yeah.
no. Who beat Houston?
the Patriots beat
Patriots.
Houston.
Oh yeah,
Because
okay.
Drake-
Houston beat Pittsburgh, and then they played the next week,
Right.
and yes,
Let's asterisk this. That was the 5 interception game out of CJ Stroud.
Well, it was that Patriot.
well, it goes to
defense
show
that
you
took
why
that
you have
game
to have
over.
both.
The Patriots, listen to me, okay? The Patriots had, you know what? The definition of this season for the New England Patriots is sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Okay.
Through that playoff run,
You can't
okay,
say that. You can't
through
say the
that
Patriots didn't
playoff
deserve to be
run,
there, 'cause they did.
they didn't. Through that playoff run, did they win the games? Yes, but through that playoff run, it was better for the Patriots to be lucky than good, and that was it.
I think that you could say that about every team.
You can't.
It's better
can't.
to be lucky than good.
You can't. You can't say that.
I-
They
I
played the
do.
Chargers. They played the Chargers
All
with
right,
4
so
offensive
you're gonna
linemen
tell
out.
me that
They played CJ Stroud
Patty
when he
Mahomes
forgot to
hasn't
play
been
football.
lucky over the years.
Absolutely, yes.
Fuck
100%.
yes, he has.
But I
better
don't
be
remember.
lucky than good.
Listen to me. I don't remember a time where all 3 games to get to the Super Bowl, you got lucky. You were lucky rather than good. Because Drake May,
I remember a few games with Tom Brady in New England that way. They got lucky they beat fucking the Ravens. That is still being fucking talked about today. That's the reason why Bill Belichick isn't in the Hall of Fame.
did you see it, the tweet? About how
game?
Drake May statistically had the worst 3 consecutive playoff games in a row for a starting. He
I
had
did.
7
Dude,
interceptions
he's
in 3 games.
fucking 40
I
years old.
get it.
I
but
did.
That's what I'm saying.
I saw it, but also I saw his offensive line completely let him. Like it's not all Drake May.
It's
not,
sometimes I agree.
It's
but
not all Drake
The
May.
Patriots in this instance, it was better to be lucky than good. You had the Chargers completely decimated by injury. CJ Stroud completely forgot how to play football, and you played Jarrett Stidham in a blizzard. That was your resume to get to the Super Bowl, and then you got
got
punched in the mouth by a great team. I'm
No,
sorry.
no difference than winning a bunch of games and
Hey.
going out to San Francisco. You're
They
one
still
game
hit,
away
though.
from the Super
They
Bowl.
still hit.
Wasn't
They still
necessarily a
hit though.
punching
They
bag.
they still made it. It doesn't matter how you get there. If you
Right.
get
They
if
made
you get
it.
there, and they did. The only thing I will agree with you on is I think maybe the Denver game looks slightly different with Bo Nix, but honestly, That game was
but
so,
he was
from
out.
a weather perspective.
He would have been out. He broke his fucking ankle.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
if Bo Nix plays, is what I'm saying. Maybe Denver wins that at home. But
Maybe.
the weather was so shitty that it played into the Patriots' hand. Like it just is what it is. Like they did the work.
8 fumbles in 3 games, 21 sacks. That's the whole thing. I'm not going to give it all to Drake May. If you're sacked 21 times in the playoffs,
same thing happened to Joe Burrow.
well, 1, he's holding onto the ball too long, and 2, the offensive line sucks.
We can't pretend that Drake May didn't have, like, he was worthy. Like, I get it. They were schedule merged. Like, I get it. I'm not arguing that, but we cannot pretend like he didn't have the season that he had. He did, and you can't. It's the NFL. If you win the games, you get in. People were like, you were all in on Daniel Jones
in November,
and on Daniel Jones. Everyone thought he was an MVP candidate, but like he was winning the games, and then he started losing the games. Drake May never lost the games. This league is divided into 2 categories. It's 3 categories. Excuse me. No. Backtrack. 2 categories. Win the games you're supposed to win. If you lose the games you're supposed to lose, that's fine. And then the 3rd category that I'm hiding right now is if you win some of those games that you're not supposed to win, that's the difference between good and bad teams, the teams that make the playoffs and the teams that don't. The Patriots won every game they were supposed to win.
They did.
And then some. They deserve to be there, even if their schedule was bad. That's a part of it. When the Lions play a bottom 3rd schedule next year and they start fucking shit pumping teams, I'm not going to complain about it.
I'm not complaining as much about the regular season schedule because I already did that. But the playoff schedule, it was laid up so nicely. It was. And Seattle went through a gauntlet to get there. And I think that's the difference. Seattle went through the gauntlet to get there. I know there's a lot of Patriots fans out there who think that this could be the next big thing. I don't think the Patriots get back there next year. Just saying. And Tom Brady is the only Patriots quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. And I'm still happy about that.
Excuse me?
Tom Brady is the only Patriots quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Also, I really shouldn't say this because I'm going to get murdered, but fuck Bob Kraft. That's it.
Okay.
They're going to come after me now for that.
They might. You never know. See, there you look at that. That was a perfectly timed and executed drop. Thank you, Bruce. That was fantastic.
Hot Rod's in the chat saying Houston did not have Nico Collins against New England. Do you really think Nico Collins negates the 5 interceptions?
No.
Maybe 2 of them.
But
Maybe 2 of them.
That's just another.
The biggest gripe that anyone can have against the Patriots, number 1 is the Denver Broncos for not having their starting quarterback. Number 2 is the Los Angeles Chargers for not having Slater and Alt.
Yes.
That's that. Chargers have a good shot at it next year if they can. I think they have things to figure. Their offense is weird to me. It's just weird. But Mike McDaniel's
it's
the
not
coordinator.
copacetic yet. But yes,
They got a great offensive
that's going to
coordinator.
be huge. That in itself is going to be huge.
NFL in total needs to quit drafting Ohio State quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're good in college. I mean, how do you tell in an era like this year's draft? Like we have one guy that might be a good quarterback in Fernando Mendoza. One. So how do you tell a scout that watches an Ohio State quarterback for 3 years dominate that I don't want to? What's the scout going to say? I don't want to draft him because he went to Ohio State. Stroud was great his first year, and I think that's on Stroud. It's just things changed in Houston.
Stroud put the mode at Ohio State quarterback into a different thing. They were mostly read option guys. They weren't guys that could actually read defenses and throw the ball downfield.
Yeah,
that changed with Stroud.
Stroud was the first, and that's why he had success that first year. He was the first one.
And you'll know why Justin Fields is not a viable quarterback in the league is because he was that read option, Urban Meyer fucking garbage. That's why. What? Am I wrong?
No, you're not. I mean,
Am I wrong on
you're
that?
not wrong. You're not wrong. Victor in here said it was the most boring Super Bowl that he's ever watched.
I don't know.
No,
I know you love that first half. I know you love that first half.
I was just like glued to it. I was like, this is some nice ball. Dude, I'd love to see defenses that are just fucking taking the game over. I love that. That's why the year before last Super Bowl with Philly absolutely dismantling Patty Mahomes and molesting him at the same time. That's why I love that game.
A little late.
There you go.
Anthony wants us to talk
Am I
about
out?
the Raiders now. We
No,
got to reward
no.
Anthony.
Yeah, it's Anthony.
Anthony, what do you think of your coach? How do you think of Clint Kubiak's performance on Sunday and all the things he's been saying today in his press conference? What do you think of your coach? You tell us.
So
I'm not going to talk about the Raiders. I will watch you talk about the Raiders in the chat, though.
real quick on the Raiders. I think they got the right guy finally,
Yeah, he's a good coach.
and they're gonna have a quarterback on a rookie deal.
You're relying a lot on Fernando Mendoza
100%.
actually being good
Yep.
and not being a merchant of the system he was in.
If, and this is a big if he's good, my God, do they look good. And especially because I do finally think that the Max Crosby thing has come to roost. I do think he's going to get traded. I don't think it's going to be to here. I do think he's going to get
I think
traded.
he's gonna be a cowboy.
I think he's going to go and it's going to be fucked up.
He's going to get traded. I don't know if it's Dallas,
Baltimore.
but he's going to get traded.
I don't see him.
That'd be a
going
great Baltimore would be a great spot.
Baltimore, all of the rumors are Baltimore, but they're going to get a haul of picks for him. They're going to get their quarterback, Genty. I think in 2 or 3 years' time, that Raiders team is going to be absolutely scary. And I know Anthony thinks they're going to be mediocre again next year, but if you get a haul of picks back for Max Crosby and you revamp their offensive line, oh my God, that team could be good.
Anthony says we're going to be mediocre again. Just got to fix the O-line and we're good. I mean, I don't know what you have in Genty because I think they just completely ruined it, but you got Brock Bowers. You're going to have Mendoza.
Still got Michael
I'm-
Mayer too.
I'm
Still
making
got
a push.
two viable tight ends.
Look up the best free agent receivers, and then there's guys that we're also not talking about. Like, go get a really good receiver. Go get Mike Evans. See if he wants to
I
come
thought he
over
was
for a
done.
year. I don't think he's retiring. He's done in Tampa, but
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson, George Pickens,
maybe. I don't know if I want cancer in my locker room, but
Alec Pierce.
no.
I don't mind Alec Pierce. I think that'd be nice.
You need a number one. He needs an elite number
Mike
one.
Evans.
They need a real number one. I'm sure Brady
Romeo
could
Doubs.
talk to Evans.
Romeo Dobbs? Any takers on Romeo Dobbs?
No.
Listen, I think that the future is bright. Let's put it that way. The future could be bright, right? If Mendoza pans out, the future's bright. Anything else from as far as the Super Bowl goes?
Half
Bruce, what did you think?
Dog shit.
The whole Super Bowl, dog shit. Why?
Both halftime shows. Dog shit.
No, I'm talking about the
Game.
Super Bowl.
Dog shit.
How'd you know the halftime show was dog shit? You didn't even watch
I
it.
watched it after.
Anyway.
I watched the
Anyway,
other
listen,
one.
I didn't mind any of it. I didn't mind any of it.
I like the halftime show.
You know, the game was a little iffy. You know, halftime show, it is what it is, dude. It is. I mean, a
You
lot of
understood
people,
what he was saying too.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Oh, really?
He talks so fast, his shit's all
He
smashed
said Puerto
together.
Ricans talk too fast.
Puerto Ricans
so
talk
I
very
heard
fast
Spanish
and
don't understand.
I heard two
smashes all that
things.
shit together.
I heard two things: San Francisco and California.
Okay.
I heard those two.
Here's the thing. If you're going to do, like you had said, you're going to do a halftime show like that, at least dub it in what he's saying.
Some
So pe-
subtitles.
So some people.
My only
and-
critique
Yeah.
was some
Some
subtitles,
subtitles,
would have
man.
been
So
nice.
you know
It
what
was
this
good.
cat
It
is
was
saying?
very
That's fair.
entertaining. The production quality was unmatched as far as halftime show
Oh,
goes.
yeah.
Just throw some
The
subtitles.
production was great. Vibes were high. Like
Yes.
he's good. Like I
You
knew he
wanted
was
to get
good.
up and dance.
But
You
I
know
don't know
what
what
I-
he's saying.
It was a party.
Were vibes high?
Yes, it was a
I've
party.
seen
Vibes were
videos
high.
of people not vibing.
Vibes were high. Vibes were high.
Anyway.
That being said,
I didn't think it was bad.
look.
Hey, it was better than fucking
I've
last
just been
year's.
seeing everybody on social media.
It was better than
complaining how
last
bad
year's.
It is.
At least he wasn't
here's
throwing
the-
fucking
even
game
watch it.
signs
I
up.
didn't
Social
even watch
media is
it.
on the other. Your algorithms on the other side of the fence.
No, I
That's
see
why.
both sides.
I
loved
sides.
it.
Production value.
I love
awesome.
watching Kid Rock come out to Paul too.
It was awesome.
I was
not gonna
into
lie.
that.
It was extremely entertaining. It made me want to get up and dance. I just wish I could have read the subtitles because
Listen,
I'm not as
Here's
familiar
my
with music.
say.
That's
Both
it.
of them had political fucking views. Okay, one was gonna start the other one. They were gonna fight over it somehow.
Political what?
It was political warfare, and you know it. We all know it was. It was right and left political fucking warfare.
And it
Take
should
that
be.
shit out of fucking sports.
Victor in the chat said the Raiders should go get AJ Brown. That's good.
That's all.
That would be nice.
That's good. That's a
I
name
love
we're
that.
not thinking
Now
of.
you're
That'd
talking.
be great.
Now we're talking.
That would be
Get him
good.
out of Philadelphia, please.
That would be good.
And give him with
But
a
don't
rookie
trade
quarterback.
Max Crosby for him.
No,
Please don't do that.
No. That'd be
Max
awful.
Crosby for AJ Brown.
would be
There you
awesome.
go.
Real quick,
Omar would
just
be happy
going back
about
to
that.
Bad Bunny, the NFL has made it raises the salary cap and gets more money into the product is getting more eyes on the product. And something that they have gone out of the way to do in the Goodell era is go international. We're going to Australia. Is it Sydney or Melbourne next year? I think it's
Melbourne.
They're going to
Melbourne,
Australia.
yeah.
They're going to Paris.
Yep,
They're
Paris
got 3
is a big
games
one.
in London. They're going to Rio de Janeiro instead of Sao Paulo. They're going to Munich. They're going
City.
back to Madrid. They're going back to Mexico City. The whole point of that was to bring more eyes on the product, and it was brilliant. You got international eyes on your product.
I am all for that. There's an aspect
That
of the
means
NFL
more money. That means more money.
They need to stay out of the political realm completely. I think I'm tired of them trying to push women into the sport. I'm not saying that women shouldn't enjoy football or watch football or even go out on the street and play it. But as far as pushing this narrative to get to you're going to piss off your core fan base to the point where nobody wants to fucking watch it anymore. It needs to stop. Stop the political bullshit. Stop that. Oh, stop hate. Let's everybody love. Stop with the flower child bullshit. We don't need that anymore. This is football. Stop trying to manipulate where it's going. Okay, I get what everybody's trying to do, and it's just too much, dude. You have a fucking sport. It's football. It's physical. It's demanding, and you got to stop trying to make it a gender fucking reality. It needs to stop. It needs to fucking stop.
Well said.
Well,
No, it needs to stop.
I'm glad you were able to give that speech without getting a shadow ban today.
Well,
I do
I'm
appreciate
trying to
that.
do it
Thank
without.
you. Thank you very much.
Without
offending.
banned. Yes.
I appreciate that.
I'm trying not to
That
offend
was
anybody.
very good. That was very good on your part. Also, Leon is giving me all the flowers in the world right now because Leon has been
You got a
off the
toilet
page.
flushing one?
Leon hates Drake May.
Hates Drake.
But Drake May still hit, though. He still hit.
The other thing, who was it that called out Tony Dungy for snubbing Belichick?
What's his face? The DB, Harrison, Rodney Harrison.
Yes. I'm glad somebody actually had the balls to sit there.
Do we think
and tell
Tony
him,
Dungy
"You got
actually
it
did
wrong."
that? Do we think Tony Dungy actually did that?
According to Twitter, Tony, he didn't come out and say it, but people close to him said he did not vote for Belichick.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's a jealousy thing, dude.
How in God's name? I don't know. We never talked. Did we talk about this?
No.
I don't think
We
so.
didn't because the honors were that.
But I got a good comment on it. No, maybe we did. No, we didn't.
We didn't talk about
We
it.
knew Belichick got snubbed even before the honors, though. Like, this is a couple weeks old, but it's set in. Go ahead. You go ahead.
How the fuck do you snub the winningest? You'll find a way to argue with me here that Belichick's not the best coach of all time.
Jesus Christ. Did I say anything?
Are you going to argue with me, or is Belichick the best coach of all time?
It completely discredits. And this is a bigger sports issue, too. This is the same. Like, to me, I want to hear your thoughts on this. The baseball steroid guys and Pete Rose should all be in the Hall of Fame.
They're not.
They're not. I'm saying they should be. And if you're doing this over Spygate,
Or Deflategate?
yeah,
Like, what the
Deflategate,
fuck are we talking about?
come on.
Yeah, dude.
And on top of that, it's the Hall of Fame. It's not the Hall of Records or
Honor.
Statistics,
Yeah.
Hall of Honor. It's the Hall of Fame. And there's no more famous coach over the last 40 years. Since Bill Parcells, the most famous coach was Bill Belichick. That's it. Done. End of discussion. There's no reason why the
Don
winningest coach.
Shula, he's the most winningest head coach
That's the
ever.
whole reason. But I thought Belichick was going to keep
Are we
coaching
really
because he was
going
going to
that
try and
way?
break Don Shula's
Yeah,
record.
are we really going that way
He's the
right
GOAT,
now?
dude.
It's Bill Belichick.
It's Bill Belichick.
Bill
There's
Belichick.
no guy that was a better second half adjuster than him.
And Tom Izzo out of a timeout.
Period. Period,
I had to
dude.
do that. I had to do that. I had to get
Fuck,
that one in
man.
there.
I don't get it. The writers all need to be slapped.
Yeah. So,
All
yeah,
of them.
100%.
Whoever did not fucking vote for him needs to have their credentials taken away.
I agree.
And
That's just
Kraft didn't
bullshit.
get in either.
Yeah, but
Why? Why?
probably the same reason. But I'm okay with
Why?
him not getting in.
You're okay with Robert Kraft not being in it?
He's bad.
Come on,
He's
dude.
a bad human.
He's not the only one that's in there that's a bad human.
That's true. He's
You
just
need to fucking stop right now. There's a lot of guys that are still in there that are fucking bad people.
Listen,
Belichick and Kraft are different.
Hot Rod's in here talking about cheating being okay. Listen to me. There has to be somebody in the Hall of Fame who did something wrong at some point. We're not talking about putting Henry Ruggs in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking about, we're going to, Aaron Hernandez deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame. No, it's Bill Belichick.
And what is your definition of cheating?
Right.
Okay, you say he videotaped teams as coach in Cleveland. Did it do anything? Did it matter?
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns won anything? They won the division maybe one time. when Belichick
You
was
can't
there.
actually think. Like,
No,
now,
they were taping walkthroughs.
okay.
back
Can I
when
ask
they
you a
were
question?
playing Lions.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
All right. Realistically, if you take Spygate and Deflategate out of it, do you think the Patriots win
The
less?
deflate thing is
No.
stupid because all
Come on,
quarterbacks
dude.
used to do that.
Come on.
All quarterbacks. Warren Moon come on and said, I used to deflate my balls. So, yeah. He
Are your
came right
balls
out and said
deflated
it.
or no?
He said, I'm not the only guy that was doing that. Everybody was doing it. You know, they need to fucking stop. Listen to me. So what are you gonna next thing is Brady's gonna come up for inducting into the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame and you're gonna snub him?
Yeah.
Are you gonna snub the most winningest quarterback of all time?
So that's the thing.
You're gonna
is
snub that?
There's so many egos now that can I tell you something? Brady's
Yeah.
gonna be first ballot, but yeah, he's a unanimous. He's the best, not the best, but like he is the
He's
most
the most
known
winningest
and
quarterback
winningest quarterback football player
in
ever.
NFL history.
Ever. And there's no reason. Someone did this to Derek Jeter a couple years ago. There's no reason why they shouldn't be unanimous. Why you are not all voting first place. Someone's not going to give Brady a first place vote, and they're gonna be like, "Well, I thought that he was deflating those footballs."
Yeah.
Whatever.
Come on.
That's just
Okay, so how do you explain the other 400 games that he won? How do you explain that?
I love how you both had to dance around saying that he was the greatest of all time there.
Well,
do you
because
mean?
to me he's not. To me, he's not like the most gifted. And I'm a Michigan fan. He's not the most gifted quarter. Like I never got entertained watching. It's like LeBron. I'm not entertained watching LeBron. I'm more entertained watching Mahomes in his prime than I ever was watching Brady. But yeah, he's the winningest and best.
Dan Marino.
He's the face of football ever. Is Tom Brady? It's Tom Brady. It's not even close.
Okay.
He is football. He's the
Dan
logo.
Marino.
Tom Brady is the
Greatest
logo.
quarterback ever to play the
Tom
game.
Brady is the logo.
He's the logo.
That I'll go with.
But Jerry West is the logo, and we never talk about him being the best player of all time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Why didn't did they ever change that logo to
Yeah.
Michael
Why is
Jordan?
Michael Jordan the logo?
Yeah.
Why didn't Kobe become the logo?
Tom Brady's probably the greatest of all time.
Anyway. Greatest
He is.
quarter.
He's the greatest. That doesn't mean he's the most athletically gifted. But
He's
that's
the
story.
most winningest quarterback.
Why is Derek Carr trending on Twitter right now?
Because he wants to come back.
I don't know.
Oh.
Do you have a kid?
Oh,
Oh, he wants to come back.
Derek Carr. Yeah, trying to make the comeback. Good for you.
Didn't go well for him when he left. I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay.
What?
What are we at time-wise
you're
here?
wrong. You
Let's
never
take
know.
a gander. Because we do have some Detroit sports situations to touch. Before we do this, is there anything else that you guys would like to say about the Super Bowl, about the state of the NFL, about going forward into this offseason, things you would like to see different, anything about it? Before we close on this Super Bowl.
I would like to see the Lions win a Super Bowl.
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think that one.
He's
go
talking about
without
closing this one.
Oh no, I'm done.
saying. That's all we're hoping for.
Listen, I like I said, dude, just let's not make the halftime show the fucking epic thing of the Super Bowl. It's a joke. If you're gonna sit here and you can't be happy with the product they're putting out there, put the fucking marching bands back out there and forget about the halftime show. I would rather see that.
Is there anything from the brain trust behind the computer? You've been awfully quiet.
He's high.
Well, I think he's kind of disappointed in his boy Drake May. Just a
No,
little.
I'm just disappointed. It was a terrible Super Bowl.
Put your camera on you. Nobody can hear you.
Watch on my laptop.
You're mumbling.
Nobody
Smash
can
hear
burgers
you.
on a
Nobody
cast
can
iron
see you.
skillet.
Can I give you guys a hot take? So obviously, this was the first year. Wow, I think outside of the year I went when it was Bengals Rams, I don't remember the last time I didn't have a Super Bowl party, like going back into high school. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is the first year I didn't do it.
You got to be here and have one.
Well, okay. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that I'm a changed man. I saw somebody talking on Twitter about how the concept of a Super Bowl party is the dumbest thing ever because whoever's hosting said Super Bowl party doesn't actually get to watch what's going on TV.
That's not true.
It's kind of true. It's
No,
kind of
it's
true.
not. No,
That is not
that's by
true.
choice.
And you
that's by
know
choice.
that.
We all last year
know that.
we were all watching it. We watched it right to the fucking end.
I know.
And you need to stop.
But
that's
you're
not true.
cooking.
You do it
That's
to
not
yourself.
shit
You did
together.
good.
Do it to
You
yourself.
had other people fucking do it.
Yeah, but you have
didn't
to
do it.
bring. You have to do it. You have to do work for it.
Then
You used to
order
do it
out.
when we were in the basement.
Order out.
I'm just saying.
You used to sit in that fucking
kinda like the
beanbag
idea-
chair and watch the Super Bowl.
I kind of
Not
like
move.
the idea. I kind of like the idea of sitting there in your fortress of solitude and just watching the game. What did you
Disagree.
eat? What did you eat during the Super Bowl?
What did I eat?
Yeah, what was the
Fuck,
game?
I don't even
snacks?
remember, dude.
Dude, it was 2 days ago.
I think I had a bag of chips.
That was it.
I had a bag of chips.
You went with a fucking bag of
I-
Ruffles.
I
That's-
ate like a
bag.
bag of chips.
One bag of chips.
No, because I forgot what
What was for dinner on Sunday?
I forgot, dude.
Okay, what about you?
No, we had big breakfast. You know what? Your Aunt Laura was smashing out fucking McMuffins.
Ooh.
And dude, I ate like 5 of them bitches, and I was
That was it for the day?
And then next thing I know, the Super Bowl was on, and I just ate some chips. I was so full I couldn't eat.
So that was all you ate all day?
Yeah.
That was it. Because if you didn't remember what you ate for dinner 2 days ago, I was going to say tomorrow for dinner you need some Prevagen. But other than that, what did you eat?
I made smash burgers. I spent the whole half making smash burgers in a cast iron skillet.
Oh.
I burned my arm.
Damn.
They
They
get
were
hot.
They were good though. Yeah, they were good.
Cast iron skillet.
You? What'd you eat?
A greasy za.
Hey, can you
A nice greasy
can you
saw?
put it on there?
A nice greasy za.
Shout
Camera.
out to Suey for the greasy Little Caesars.
What was on it? Just a hot and ready? Just OG hot and ready? Love it.
$5
Love it.
pizza. Hey, not $5 anymore.
Anthony said he
What are
made
they,
carne.
$10?
I don't know.
Anthony said he made some carne asada taco or nachos
Send us the
There you go.
recipe
and burned his
essay.
finger. Leon, President Baker said that he had some chili. Good for you,
Whatever.
Leon.
What, out of
yeah.
a can?
If you guys want to talk about what you ate on Super Sunday, get it in the chat now. Anthony said his carne asada nachos were amazing. Shout out
sure
to
they
you.
were.
Those do sound good. Hot Rod's still talking about Heinz Ward right now and how the Patriots cheated. Shout out to you, Hot Rod. I'm glad you're here. Danny said she had some Greek bowls.
Ooh,
love it. A nice healthy
Who made
choice
them?
there.
You were Brendan. Who made
Nice
it?
healthy choice there. I love it. I love it. I had chicken cutlets, and then I had some New York
Were
style.
they homemade chicken cutlets?
No. Shout out to the Italian deli on Marco Island. I had some chicken cutlets, and then we went New York style pizza with crumbled sausage and jalapenos.
Heat.
Yeah, it was
Heat.
fun.
That's like the 50 degrees we got outside right
Yes, that was good. I tossed a little penny olive vodka on top to go on top of the cutlet. Oh, yeah, it was fire. It was fire. Some zucchini fries, some mozzarella sticks. Top tier. It was top tier. What did I have for lunch on Sunday?
now. I didn't eat lunch. I had a
trying to
fruit
remember
leather
what I
stick
had.
from Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
What I had.
It was a late breakfast. It was like 11.
Oh, you know what? I went to the Krabby Lady for Sunday for lunch on Sunday, and I had this. It was a fried lobster BLT
Oh, wow.
with a chipotle aioli,
Oh,
and the toast was nice and crispy. Fantastic! It was delicious. They butterfly the lobster, make it real thin, crispy bacon on there, and this aioli. Oh, it was and a Corona.
sounds good.
It was delicious. Okay. Moving on from Super Sunday. We need to talk about the state of Detroit sports because there's a huge blast from the past that came to us today. Justin Verlander rejoining the Detroit Tigers on a 1-year deal. Instant thoughts. Zolo, go ahead.
It's cool. Some nostalgia pouring there. It's the first thing that comes to mind to me is I just remember Kenny Rogers being signed in 2006 late and mentoring Justin Verlander during his rookie year.
Yeah.
And not that there's any rookie pitcher on staff. Like Tarek Skubal's already won 2 Cy Youngs, but it'll be cool to see Skubal and Verlander share a clubhouse. I don't know if this move gets them into the World Series, but They got to be one of the favorites in the American League. They probably have the best pitching staff in baseball, and it's exciting. It's going to be cool to see. And Verlander actually had a really good second half of the year last year. He ended up finishing with a sub-4 ERA. It was like 3.45. His back half was like sub-2. Like he was like in the high ones, and he had some strikeouts, so he could be a good guy for them. And it's cool.
42 years old.
Cool. At the bare minimum,
it's cool.
It's cool.
It is. Cool.
It's baseball, dude. You can play into your 40s in baseball.
I got to see if my Verlander jersey from 2012
Tell you
fits.
what,
I highly
dude,
doubt it.
I like the fact that they bolstered their whole pitching staff. I think they needed that, but it shows me something even better is that Illich is allowing this guy to do his job and bring in the guys that they need, and that's something I didn't think I was going to see out of this organization here. They've done nothing the last 2 years. I didn't expect this. It's kind of coming out of the left field there. But I like it. I like it.
Anthony in the chat said, "Do you think this is a retirement tour for Verlander?" I mean, yeah.
If he's
maybe.
not necessarily.
Maybe not.
If he
No.
pitches well, he'll come back.
Yeah.
And pitchers can pitch like 44. Like Max
Listen,
Scherzer
there's
started
no
Game
baseball.
7 of the World
There's
Series.
no baseball in 27 here. So guess what? Enjoy the fucking ride, dude.
He's
Stop
not wrong.
overthinking it. Enjoy the fucking ride.
He's not wrong about that. They're not playing baseball.
They're not playing baseball
As of
after
now,
this
they're not
year.
playing baseball next year.
Chiming off of that Detroit sports little news tidbit there. It seems to be a pretty exciting time for Detroit sports outside of football. So the staff here at the Tip Balls podcast, we and I know Anthony, you're probably not going to be thrilled about this because you might not be able to tune in now until August, but we are going to do a kind of a change up in the NFL offseason, and we're going to talk about Detroit sports because there's a lot going on right now. Red Wings are good. Pistons are really good.
Hold on, backtracking on the Red Wings. We got Olympic hockey starts for the men starts tomorrow. Dylan Larkin and Team USA play Thursday.
We have Olympics currently. Then you have the Red Wings that are good, and you have the Pistons that are good, and you have the Tigers who are exciting going into the season. I mean, baseball's 2 months away. You know,
Pitchers and catchers report next week, or if they might have reported already. To be honest with you,
there's a whole lot of exciting things going on. So the offseason,
Michigan and Michigan State basketball
are both good. Well, I don't know about Michigan State.
Michigan State's good.
Oh,
I don't know if they're national championship good, but they're good. They're a good team.
You're given the.
Oh, they're good. I mean,
Listen, with Izzo and his experience, dude, you get into the tournament, you can't count them out.
They're just not Michigan good, but they're very good.
Michigan's good. Yeah. Michigan is really good. With all of that going
They
on,
know how to work the port.
3 people have asked us what we thought about the fight yesterday. I haven't seen it yet.
What, the
I'm not
basketball
caught up on
shit?
it. I saw I saw it on Twitter briefly. I know you probably saw it. So your thoughts on yesterday's brawl?
Let me start from the top. There is something in common with these current Pistons and we'll call it the 2003 to 2006 because Ben Wallace left after that, going to work Pistons, and the 1987 to 1990 Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. There's something in common with all 3 teams. They play through the middle. They punch you in the mouth. They are aggressive. They play physical. They play bully ball. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that as soon as the Lions got a gritty-ass coach that wanted to win in the trenches, that they started winning. And it's not a coincidence that as soon as the Pistons started playing bully ball and not this modern NBA, we're going to shoot threes until we miss. It's not a coincidence that the Pistons are the number 1 team in the East right now. It's not. This is what this franchise has always embodied. This has always been their identity. The best Pistons teams are the ones that beat the living shit out of you, okay? And yesterday, that's no different for this team. Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart have a corner of the locker room called the dog pound, and you are only allowed near that corner by invite only, and you got to be a dog. Asar Thompson was told that he was not a dog and he cannot sit in the corner because he doesn't defend like they do. So you know what he did? He won Defensive Player of the Month in January. If you are not a defender, that's a prerequisite for being on this Pistons team, which is one of the reasons they may not have made a trade. Now, that's not the point. Like I said, the Pistons beat you up. Yesterday, they had a team that was red hot. And the Charlotte Hornets, like last night aside, I got to say, like they are very entertaining. They are fun. Con Kneppel shooting threes is incredible. LaMelo Ball looks good, and he's playing healthy. Moussa Diabate, who went to Michigan, he was a second-round pick, hadn't done anything except for in the G League, is playing off his gourd right now, averaging a double-double. Miles Bridges, I don't really like talking about him because he's a woman beater, but he's been playing well. They're good. They're a good team. They had won 9 in a row going in last night, and the vibes were high. The atmosphere was trying to high, and you had the number 1 team in the East coming into your building. You're going to play hard. You're going to play tough. On top of that, in order to come close to beating the Pistons, you have to match their level of physicality. The Hornets, I would say, did a pretty good job of doing that last night. That was their game plan. We are going to match your physicality. Now, it came at the cost of the guys that they rely on doing certain things, which are Bridges and Diabate, scoring in the middle. It came at the cost of them not scoring at all. They combined for 6 points. They were probably getting very frustrated with having to guard Duren, having to guard Stewart, even when Paul Reed came in. Like, they couldn't guard Paul Reed because the Pistons play from the middle out. They do not play from outward. You know, they're not going to shoot threes. That's just not what they do. So they beat you down low. And in order to keep up, you got to play physical. You have to shit talk. You have to have hard fouls. And they were going at it the entire game. It was intense the entire game. And it led to a Diabate hard foul that Duren took exception to. Duren, if you go back and watch the game, was talking the entire third quarter to the Hornets bench. Duren took exception to it. They squared off. Whatever. Happens all the time. Someone does that to Stewart every 5 games. So they start going at it, right? It happens. And I think, personally, what escalated it was Diabate starting to bury his face into Duren's face. Now, Duren has every right to get the guy off of him and defend himself and push back. But what escalated it further...
Not palming his head.
What escalated it further is he took his hand and buried it into Diabate's face. Game was already high emotions. Diabate is an intense player. Watched him at Michigan. That was that. That was it. To me, it was just tempers flaring. Now, I'm not justifying Duren putting his face into Diabate or his hand into Diabate's face.
No, he could have just pushed him off. I mean, he didn't need to fucking palm his head.
Certainly,
he palmed his face.
Certainly not gonna defend Miles Bridges going after guys that are getting held back and swinging on him, and certainly not going to defend Isaiah Stewart coming off the bench to go after Miles Bridges. But damn, did I still love it? I love Duren walking out to the tunnel.
You go back to even in going to work Piston days, them guys weren't coming off the bench to do shit. They didn't do that. And Rasheed Wallace was no punk. That guy he was a dog.
Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, Rasheed Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace.
You couldn't just come into that paint. You had to be invited into the paint for Ben Wallace.
But those guys wouldn't come off the bench and go after people. You got to be smart, dude.
Hold on. There's November 19th, 2004. Guys were coming off the bench.
That's because everybody was fucking off the bench and in the middle of the court. And up in the stand.
It's just what happens here. And I love Stewart. I mean, he had the comment walking away. He was like, I get drafted to Detroit. Fuck you, me. I'm going to sit on the bench and watch that happen. They embody the city. That's what they do. That's why this team is good. I love the only way to understand why Stewart did something so stupid like he did yesterday, which really didn't even land any punches. He was going to defend his teammate. I don't think he does that for anyone other than Duren, because that is his brother.
I watched Rick Mahorn beat up 4 guys on the Chicago Bulls bench.
At one time.
A long time ago.
At one time.
I mean, he was wiping people out.
That's just what they do.
I think he only got like 2 games, 3 game suspension. He didn't even get that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's you got to understand.
Yeah, this cat's going to get at least a 5 game.
Yeah,
at least a 5 game now.
It's going to come between
that's
5
gonna
and
hurt
10.
them, dude.
It's going to come between 5 and 10. The only reason it's going to hurt them is because their upcoming stretch. They have the Knicks, I think, later this week. They play Toronto tomorrow, which we haven't even seen Toronto yet, which is one of the teams that can contend in the East. They have the Cavs at the end of the month. I believe the Thunder and the Spurs both come here. One of them comes here. I think at least the Spurs. And, the timing is bad, but you're not going to lose Duren for that long. And anyone who watched the game, I mean, it's got to be really frustrating if you're a fan of another team and you see the Pistons. And on nights where Cade's having an off night or your point guard's having an off night, Dennis Jenkins can come off the bench and shoot incredible from three and have a double-double with 18 points and 10 assists. Happened last night. Paul Reed came off the bench out of nowhere, and they had no answer for the Pistons' third-string center because he is also a dog. You know? So it's just what this team does. They're intense. This franchise is at its best when they got some motherfucking dogs. And that's
I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I miss those days with Larry Brown, the 68 points, 70-point wins. I miss those games. To me, those were the most exciting, hard-fought games that you could watch. This fucking 118, 140, 150, that's garbage, dude. That's not how basketball was meant to be played.
Somebody also, I guess he signed today. Somebody also said the Tigers could do the funniest thing ever because Max Scherzer's a free agent, but it looks like he's signing with the Braves.
That's a good spot for him.
Yeah. But could you imagine they really brought the band back?
Yeah. See, I saw a tweet earlier. It said, "Will someone give Doug Fister?
I just saw.
Give Doug Fister a call. See what he's up to.
See what Doug Fister.
See what Ricky Porcello's doing these days."
Yeah. Who's the shortstop? Ramon Santiago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos Guillen. Is Carlos Guillen still around?
Polanco.
Also, I guess
Polanco.
with this deal, it makes Verlander the second highest paid player in MLB history behind A-Rod.
Yeah. You know who's
Good for
third?
him.
You know who's the third highest paid?
Miguel Cabrera.
So it's hard to call Chris Illich cheap when two of the most highest paid players of all time.
How much money tied up?
Yeah,
in
wait, hold on.
right
Chris
now?
Illich is certainly cheap, but that's not the point. The Tigers
not.
have done
Historically.
His father gave those contracts out, so if we can just get Chris to turn a little bit into his father, it could be good. Could be some good.
Listen, I like where they're headed. They're right on the cusp of going all in, and I like that. I want to see fucking Brad Holmes do
You
that.
guys. Dark Lumen's in the chat.
Dark Lumen!
in TikTok.
No, on YouTube.
Oh,
He said Bad Bunny was amazing. Isaiah Stewart is the best. Duncan Robinson needs to be waived for not jumping in. He's not a true Piston. Everybody loves the Pistons, but they don't have any real playoff experience.
Well, that could come.
That shall come. Hot Rod, I love your input today. He said no team like the Bad Boys in the 80s. They beat up on teams. Took Michael Jordan 3 years to get past them. Bill Laimbeer and Joe
3 years.
Bill Laimbeer and Joe
3
Dumars
years.
beat you up. This is the Bad Boys 2.0. Amen. We love it. So yeah, I think we're gonna kind of change gears a little bit now until we get some NFL news. Do a little bit of Detroit/Olympic sports talk over the next couple of weeks, and see how you guys like it. And keep coming back for more. Hot Rod, can't wait to hear you chime in on us next week. But yeah, I think that wraps up this NFL season. When do we have any dates for when things start to happen?
yeah.
Like it's what drafts obviously
NFL
next, right?
off-season- No, combine's next. Stop. Hold on. This is an
When does
NFL
that start?
podcast.
NFL podcast.
Yeah. So hold on.
Anthony, please come to bag on the Detroit teams, please. I welcome you with open arms. And Leon, maybe we'll get Leon on the show. Leon, you want to come on the show? You want to come on the
we
show,
can get
Leon?
Leon, but
Get
I'm not.
Leon
I'm not
in.
going to sit and entertain. I'm not going to talk about Drake May the entire time. That chapter closed
The
today.
Drake May chapter is
that
closing.
chapter
Thank
closed until
God.
September.
Thank God.
Okay, February 17th, which I believe is Monday or Tuesday, beginning this date through 4 p.m. March 3rd. Clubs may designate franchise or transition players. So we'll see franchise tags and transition tags starting next week. February 23rd to the 2nd is the Combine. March 3rd is the deadline, like I said, for franchise or transition tags. March 9th to 11th is when the legal tampering starts. March 11th is New Year's, the new league year, so that's when free agency starts. April 17th is deadline for restricted free agents to sign offer sheets. April 20th, clubs with returning head coaches may begin off-season workout programs. That's us, so we'll start seeing some Lions content then. April 23rd is the draft. May 1st is the deadline to exercise fifth-year options. I believe we have 2 of them coming up, which are Jahmyr Gibbs and Jack Campbell.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's the offseason.
There we go. So yeah, and in between there, we're gonna sprinkle in the Detroit sports talk. Bruce will be back. Zola will be back. God knows if Uncle Sam will be back.
Nah, maybe.
Maybe. I guess that's a question we may never know. Anthony asked real quick before we end, and this is a good way to end. Way too early predictions for your top 3 fantasy players next year. Go.
For my top 3 fantasy players?
Yep. Drake the Schedule May. Shout out to you, Leon.
Okay.
Jackson Smith and Jigga was my first.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah.
For me, it's Smith and Jigba. Toss up between Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs. I think both of them are going to have down years next year. I think Christian McCaffrey is someone I would keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's got 1 or 2 more good years left in the tank.
Okay, I have my top 3.
Okay.
Jamar Chase,
Okay.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
Okay.
and Devon Achane.
3 running backs?
No, I said Jamar Chase, number 1.
Oh.
Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, Devon Achane.
Who's the
go top 3.
offensive coordinator in Miami?
In Miami?
Yeah.
If you Anthony, if you're making me say a top 3, those are my top 3.
Oh, it's not bad. It's Bobby Slowick. But I think they're going to be a little bit more pass happy. Like I thought Achane had an incredible year, but it devalues a little bit without Mike McDaniel.
We got to see who's going to be throwing the football. We got to see who's going to be throwing the football. I think the Bengals. I know everybody's going to sit here and we're going to do this again now, right? Bengals will be in the AFC Championship game next year. Jamar Chase all the way.
I agree with everybody in the chat.
What?
Puka Nakua. Probably Jazz and Puka Nakua.
Oh, Puka's a good one.
I can't.
Listen to me. The
Saint
Stafford
Brown.
train only runs for so long.
Probably.
Brown's
It's
always
got to be a
good.
running back.
Can I be honest
You got
with
to
you?
put a running back in that.
This year could be the year where Stafford pushes it just a hair too far.
I don't think it matters, dude. Puka Nakua is a fucking monster.
Yeah, but
And
you
he's
know,
proved that like over and over and over again.
maybe. But if you got Kyle McCord throwing you the ball versus Matt Stafford, things could be a little bit different. Anyways, Uncle Sam, do you have anything to add?
Adios, muchachos.
As Bad Bunny would say, adios, muchachos.
San Francisco,
Zolo, anything?
California.
Bruce?
Peace out. Bye, bro.
Okay, bye.